YouTube. What it do? It's your boy, Dwayne Bang, Halfway Down Patron Show. Back at y'all with another video. I want to do a quick topic um on like it's a dire topic. It's some things that need to be said to a lot of y'all people. You know, this doesn't have to be this way for everybody, but for most men, you know what I'm saying? Um some of y'all gonna have to buy a vagina. Like it's a wrap for a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all niggas is struggling out here. A lot of y'all is hit that wall. Y'all so worried about the women hitting the wall. Y'all hit the wall too. And it's doomsday for that ass. Some of y'all need to come out of pocket. Y'all gotta pay to play. It ain't gotta stay that way. Hopefully one day it can change. But for the most part, as of right now, from the climate of from what I'm seeing, the state of man, some of y'all do have to pay to play. And a lot of y'all legacy and bloodline is going to end with you if you don't do something about it. Now, some people do have that choice of like they don't want to have kids or whatever, and you know that's few and far in between that you meet those type of people that don't want to have kids. But for the most part, some dudes do want to carry on their legacy and procreate, and they are looking for that other person, and it is not going to happen because y'all don't want to work on yourself. You know, like a lot of y'all just big as hell and fat as fuck, and shit ain't going. It ain't you ain't got the motion, bro. And some of you got to pay to play. And then you know, once you pay for the vagina or you pay for that intimacy or whatever, maybe that gives you some motivation to go out there and get more in life. You know, I don't know. I don't know what that feel like. I know what it feel like to get a woman and then want to keep going and getting more and more. Not necessarily getting more women, but you conquer a woman, now you want to conquer other things and things of that nature and stuff like that, etc. and etc. Look, a lot of y'all niggas, a lot of y'all men, in general, lack the hunger to actually hunt and pursue anything in life. It's not just women, it's just anything in life. And y'all don't have no ambition, y'all don't have no goals, y'all have no drive. And then you wonder why. You wonder why shit ain't going your way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, like, it ain't always gonna go your way. You know, even if you are trying, even if you are trying to build yourself, your brand, or develop whatever that may be that you're trying to develop, it's not gonna go your way. And some of y'all just give up. Y'all just throw in the towel, man. And y'all just be like, oh, I guess it's not for me. Blah, blah, blah. Nah, fuck that. Y'all gotta keep going. You gotta keep trying. And a lot of that come from y'all not getting no play. So back to what I was saying. Some of you guys are at this default mode to where you don't have no stimulus and you are on the outside looking in, and you look at a lot of men, you see men like me, you watch YouTube, you see dudes like Steph is Cold, you see dudes like Luther, you see dudes like Call Me Shape, and you watch these cats like that, alpha male strategies, and you want to emulate them, you want to beat them. You can't beat them, you ain't never gonna beat them, you ain't never gonna be like niggas like me. You know what I'm saying? You're never gonna have motion like those type of dudes. And you gotta come out of that pocket and spend the millions to have some fun. And that's what you gotta do. So, some of y'all niggas need to go ahead, pony up that bread, get over it, go ahead and shell out so you can get that clam. And that's what you want in life, right? That's what you want in life. Cause I got some people that I know that are heavier set, and I'm coming from. I was like 40 pounds heavier, but I never had an issue with women, so I don't know what that really is like. I never had an issue getting women. I had women issues, but I never had issues getting women and obtaining intimacy from a woman. There's never been a problem in my life. But I know dudes that are like 3 something, you know, bald head, got good jobs, but they just not doing nothing for themselves. They're not trying. They don't even want to go for a walk. They don't want to eat less. They just want to consume, and they're consuming the wrong things, and it's showing. It's reflecting on them externally. So, um, to further elaborate on what I'm saying is like, with the exception of being a well-off man or a man that's rich, um, there are some benefits to paying. Obviously, you paying for them to leave and shut the fuck up. You're not paying for them to stay and hang around. So if you have money like that, you have resources like that, sometimes it is going to be beneficial to just be like, hey, look, chick, it's how much? $250 all right here. Boom. And whatever. I'm not saying I do that. I'm just saying I know some people that have those type of resources, and it works for them, and it's not a thing. That's a different type of conversation. That's a different type of game right there. That's more like you managing your time and your energy depending on what you got going on in life. You're a businessman or whatever. But for the latter, let's say like the nerd or whatever, the IT person who's kind of socially awkward or whatever, um, and you see the pretty girl, and she's like, yeah, you know, if you want to holler at me, I need XYZ paid. You know what I'm saying? I want to do it, but maybe you haven't had that chance with that woman before, or that type of lady before, that caliber. So, I say go for it. Pay for that experience, shell out, you know what I'm saying? And you get what you're gonna get from it. You may find that you have a good arrangement, and she may not even be hitting you over the head for that much, and she just be like, okay, you a dude that can facilitate certain things or whatever. All that is simp behavior that I'm telling you to do. By the fucking way, I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just saying some of y'all need to do it, and y'all need to just do that shit for the sake of just not being frustrated. So if you find that you having a hard time out here in the dating world, and things ain't going your way, just pay. You go ahead and pay, or you can shut the fuck up, build yourself up, go get that bag, work on yourself, hit the gym, get your swag up, take a shower, smell good, travel, learn how to fucking fight, uh, learn how to shoot guns, stay out of trouble, do things the legal way, and then a lot of women will come your direction. Or you can come out of pocket and pay for women. Those are your options. Really, those are your only options. You can pay for it. You can be by your fucking self, or you can, you know, you can turn yourself into a juggernaut and go Super Saiyan on the whole. For real. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, and yeah. So it don't feel totally bad if you gotta come out $200-300, a month just to hit. And there's a difference. Look, there's a difference between you just straight tricking and you facilitating a good experience, and you just being generous. So when I say you pay to play, I'm talking about you straight up tricking. I'm not talking about you facilitating a good experience. That's a way different thing. That's a different caliber. Like, that's just niggas just having things, and they just want this experience to be just nice. If you that type of dude, I'm that type of dude that, yeah, you come over, or I'm dealing with you, we go out, it's paid for, don't worry about it, we just going to chill. But I'm never going to ask you to go out with me because I fucking like you and you're not giving me the fucking time of day. So if you that type of dude, they got to get a chick to go on a date, and you like, yeah, I'll pay your bill if you can just come out. I'll pay for your babysitter if you can just spend some time with me, please. Yeah, go ahead and do that, bro, and enjoy. You know what I'm saying? And then let us know that experience. We would love to hear about it. But yeah. Anyways, enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. I haven't said it in a long time. Be on the lookout for the next video. I'm out.